Defining what we mean when we say legalization. Before we can articulate to you what our vision of a legally regulated system for the sale and use of cannabis would look like, we must first define what we mean when we use the term legal market. After all, without proper context, this phrase can mean entirely different things to different people. Oranges are legal, so are alcohol and tobacco. Aspirin is legal, as are thousands of prescription medications, including highly dangerous drugs like oxycodone. Yet, while all of these products are legal in the sense that they may be lawfully produced and purchased by certain consumers, their distribution and possession are governed by vastly different regulatory controls. Oranges, for instance, are widely available to all consumers, regardless of age. People can even grow their own if they so desire. Aspirin is also readily available to the general public as an over-the-counter medication, whereas prescription drugs may only be purchased at a state-governed pharmacy by those who possess written authorization from a licensed physician. Federal and state regulators closely monitor the sale and use of prescription substances and impose strict criminal sanctions upon both doctors and pharmacists who dispense them inappropriately. The sale of alcohol and tobacco are also legal, yet both substances are heavily taxed and tightly controlled. State-imposed age restrictions place limits on who can legally purchase and use both products, and federal laws also specify how and where these products may be advertised. Tobacco companies cannot market their products on television or display outdoor billboards in close proximity to schools, for example. Federal, state, and county laws also impose strict controls regarding where these products can be legally purchased. For instance, some states do not allow alcohol to be sold in gas stations, convenience stores, pharmacies, or supermarkets. Other states allow for the sale of some types of alcohol, such as beer, in certain locations, such as supermarkets, but restrict the sale of other types of alcoholic beverages, such as gin or rum, to specially licensed liquor-only stores. Adults may legally produce certain types of alcohol, like beer and wine, privately in their home, if their production is intended for their own personal consumption and not for sale to the public. By contrast, federal and state laws tightly regulate the commercial production of any type of alcohol. Every state imposes restrictions regarding which days or which times of day consumers may purchase alcohol. In Connecticut, an adult can't buy booze after 8 p.m. or on Sundays or federal holidays, for example. And some states, like Pennsylvania, even impose limits on the quantity of alcohol a person may legally purchase at one time. State-licensed distributors must sell beer by the case. State and local laws also restrict where the consumer may legally use alcohol. For instance, most states prohibit any use of alcohol inside a vehicle or in a public setting such as a state park or beach. Further, even venues that legally permit alcohol consumption on their premises, like bars and restaurants, can refuse to serve patrons who they believe are sufficiently intoxicated or pose a danger to themselves or others. Finally, some parts of the United States, so-called dry counties, have chosen to outlaw the sale of booze altogether. As evident above, rules regulating the sale and use of many legal products, and alcohol in particular, are complex and vary greatly according to state and local laws. Nowhere in the United States is booze legal in the same manner that oranges and chewing gum are legal. In virtually all cases, the laws regulating the drug's possession, sale, and use are designed to reflect cultural mores, maximize public safety, and discourage abuse, particularly among young people. We propose that similar standards should govern the regulated sale and use of cannabis.